Hello. I thought we might do something a little bit different today. So, the World Health Organization has put out this survey, basically a scientific study to see, do people play too much video games? Should video gaming addiction be classified as a health disorder, etc., etc.? So, I thought it might be fun to go through it and see what my results are. And I don't know, maybe you'll learn something about me, because there's, personal questions in here. It's supposed to be like all confidential and shit, but I'm gonna do it, and we'll see. We'll see. It might be fun, who knows. Anyway, examine your gaming behavior alongside your psychological well-being. Blah, 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 etc., etc. Cool, I agree. Let's go. So, we ask you throughout the questionnaire to fill in forms. We do this because otherwise we'll not be able to provide you feedback on several aspects of the survey. Blah, blah, blah. Right, how old am I? I'm 27. 27, yes. I'll be 28 in July, next month. What is my gender? Male. I am in a relationship. I am married. I am currently unemployed. Highest degree of schooling, I guess this is all American, but I guess the equivalent would be high school graduate. I did go to college, but I dropped out after a couple of years because I met my wife and moved to Finland instead of pursuing the degree that I wasn't really that interested in anymore. I was studying business computing, and then I dropped out to come to Finland, so there we go. Have I played any video game in the past 12 months? Yes, I just stopped about 5 minutes ago. Have you played Semirun Online? No, I have no idea what that is. Is the music maybe a little bit too loud? There we go. Chuck it down just a smudge, Right. Are you a professional gamer making a living? I'm trying, but I'm not there yet. So I'm going to go with no. Oh, there we go. Do you have plans to become a professional gamer in the near future? Oh, I hope so. So we'll try that. Basically, professional gamer, it sounds so weird, but basically, professional is just, is this your main source of income, is the way I read it. So playing games and putting them on YouTube, I guess that sort of counts, right? Anyway, we'll go with that. How many hours a week do you spend on gaming? Oh, good lord, I have no idea. Let's pull up Steam stats. Yeah, this is why I'm just playing W.H.O. Love that game. So, how much have I actually spent in the past 2 weeks on Steam? All my games are on Steam, so, oh, that's quite a lot. That is quite a lot. Alright, 93 hours in the past 2 weeks. So, in hours a week, I guess we're gonna have to go with about 45. We'll do that. What is the approximate percentage of these hours belonging to the weekend alone? Bug it if I know. Let's just say like 35%. I don't know. Have you experienced a significant problem in your life due to your gaming activity? No. What's your mostly played mode of games? I'd say both online and offline. I've got a lot of multiplayers going, so I'm going to go with both. What's game you're currently playing the most? Probably Imperator Rome. What device do you use most often? I only use desktop PC because playing on anything else is heresy. Are you currently an active member of a regular guild clan team that play together with other fellow gamers? I mean, do my multiplayers count? I don't know. I'm thinking yes. Do you use online social network sites? Yes. Am I competent in the English language? I'd like to think so. My current country of residence is Finland. That's not Finland. This is. Next. The questions below about your gaming activity in the past year. Gaming activity means any gaming-related activity that has been played either from a computer or from a console or any other kind of device. There is no games on mobile, both online and offline. Please indicate how often the following issues occurred on average in the past 12 months until today. Continued gaming despite the occurrence of negative consequences. No, I don't think I know of any negative consequences of my gaming. So I'm gonna go with no. Difficulties controlling my gaming activity. I can control it. If I wanted to, I play when I want, that's control. I have given increasing priority to gaming over other life interests and daily activities. I will actually say yes to this, because there have been times that I have been thinking, like, I collect paint and play with Warhammer. If you know what Warhammer 40k is, I like that a lot. And there's been times when I was like, okay, I want to get this miniature painted this week or whatever. And then when I'm bored and I'm like, you know what, I should go paint. And then I open a game instead. So I'm going to go with sometimes on that one. Experience significant problems in life, personal, family, social, education, occupational, due to the severity of my gaming behavior. No. No, I don't think so. When I engage in gaming, I feel self-conscious. Not really. I have a high level of concentration, depending on the game. I'm gonna go somewhat true. I feel in control. Depends what game I'm playing. If I'm playing a W.H.O, for example, I feel very not in control because I'm not very good at that game. But I love it anyway, it's fun. I'm gonna go neutral on that one. I feel I know how well I'm doing. Well, yes, sure, whatever. I have clear goals. That's... no, not really. I lose track of time. No, not really. I feel fully involved. No, not really. I forget personal problems. Not really. These are bad questions. People play online games for different reasons. Some reasons are listed below. Please indicate how often you play online games for the reasons listed below by selecting the appropriate response. I play because it's entertaining. Well, yes. Like, I'm going to say most of the time because sometimes I do end up playing something because I feel obligated for the channel. But yeah, most of the time I'm playing because it's entertaining. That's why we play games. I can be in another world. Not really. I can be somebody else for a while. No. I enjoy competing with others. Occasionally, with the multiplayers for sure. Improves my skills. Half the time, maybe. Get to know new people. Well, I meet the people and then I play with them. It's not really... I don't meet people in-game. So I'm going to go with some of the time. Gaming gives me company. I play multiplayer sometimes, so yeah, sure. Improves my coordination skills. I don't play games because it improves my skills. Like, no, that's not what I do. I like to win. I do like to win. Half the time. Makes me forget real life. I don't know, maybe some of the time, but not really. And do things that I'm unable to or I'm not allowed to do in real life. Yes, I chop off people's heads with a Zweihander. That's always fun. I can't do that in real life. So I'm gonna go with some of the time. Meet many different people. Fuck people. For the pleasure of defeating others. Sometimes. Because gaming helps me escape reality. Not really. No. I mean, immersion is important, but I never really escape reality with it. Maybe if I got a VR headset. Probably not. It is good to feel that I'm better than others. No. Because the games that I play multiplayer in, I'm not better than others. I suck at W.H.O, for example. I feel as if I was somebody else. Nope, I don't. Improves my concentration. Not really, no. To forget about the unpleasant things or offenses. No. Gaming sharpens my senses. No. For recreation. Yes. Like that. Well, I'm gonna go with that because of, you know, the aforementioned YouTube stuff. Channel my aggression. Some of the time. No, I don't know. I'm gonna go with some of the time because sometimes if I'm annoyed, I'll boot up a shooter game. Insurgency, for example, is a good one. Arma 3. And just shoot people because, yeah, if I'm pissed off or whatever, if I'm depressed, then yeah, that seems going fine. Gaming helps me get into a better mood. It depends on the game. Half the time. No, some of the time. Reduces tension. Yes, that's kind of why we play games. Reduce tension and recreation and all that. Helps me get rid of stress. Half the time. It's a good social experience. Not really. I mean, the multiplayer is a good social experience, so I'm gonna go with half the time. Because I enjoy gaming. If I didn't enjoy gaming, I wouldn't fucking game. Like, that is such a dumb question. Gaming helps me forget about daily hassles. Not really. No, I don't think so. Next. Please indicate the extent to which you agree or disagree with the statements below in relation to your smartphone use habits. Conflicts have arisen between me and my family because of my smartphone use. Yes, but not in the way that they think. I think my phone is terrible, and it's a fine phone, It's totally fine. But I just hate using it. So I often forget that I have it and I don't look at it. And maybe my wife has sent me a message that needs to be read. And it's on my smartphone and I don't read it because my smartphone is shit and I don't like it. So yeah, I guess that is sort of a conflict, but they're really thinking that, I'm sure that they're thinking, I use my smartphone too much and that's causing conflict. So what do I click here? Because if I say yes, then they're going to think I use my smartphone too much. I'm going to go with disagree. I'm not going to go strongly disagree, I'm just going to go with the middle disagree. If I cannot access or use my smartphone when I feel like it, I feel sad, moody, or irritable. No. Preoccupying myself with my smartphone is a way of changing my mood. Nope. My smartphone is the fuck no. My smartphone is the most important thing in my life. No. If I tried to cut the time I use my smartphone, I managed to do so for a while, but then I end up using it as much or more than before. Nope. Over time, I fiddle around more and more with my smartphone. No. Smartphones suck. Desktop is where it's at. These questions will ask you about your gaming activity in the past 12 months. By gaming activity, we understand any gaming-related activity that has been played on a computer or console and not on the mobile, because that's not fucking console or a laptop or computer or whatever. Do you feel the need to spend increasing amount of time engaged in gaming in order to achieve satisfaction or pleasure? So, on the one hand, no. But on the other hand, the more I play and record, the more content I can put on YouTube, and that more content drives more subscribers and views, and it's the subscribers and views that is the addicted part. Like, I like the numbers. I like seeing the numbers go up. If I get 20 subscribers in a day, for example, that makes me feel very good. And that usually happens when I start a new series, for example. But I don't know. I do feel the need to spend increasing amounts of time engaged in gaming, but not for gaming's sake, or not for... I mean, it's a difficult one, isn't it? I'm going to go with sometimes. The middle of the road option. Do you feel more irritability, anxiety, or sadness when you try to reduce or stop your gaming activity? I've never tried to reduce or stop it. So I don't know. No. Have you lost interest in previous hobbies and other entertainment activities as a result of your engagement with the game? Well, I said about Warhammer before, so I'm going to go with rarely, because it's not never, but I didn't lose interest. I'm just going to go with rarely. Have you jeopardized or lost an important relationship, job, or education or career because of gaming? No. Have you continued your gaming activity despite knowing it was causing problems between you and other people? No. Do you feel preoccupied with your gaming behavior? Some examples, do you think about previous gaming activity or anticipate the next gaming session? Do you think gaming has become a dominant activity in your daily life? Kind of yes. Because I generally do something every day to work on the channel, be that recording or editing or doing something like that. So I'm going to go with sometimes on that one. You play in order to temporarily escape or relieve a negative mood? No. Have you deceived any of your family members, therapists, or others because of the amount of your gaming activity? No. Do you systematically fail when trying to control or cease your gaming activity? No, because I've never tried... no. I control it by playing whatever the fuck I want. Cease it? Never tried. Next. Following questions ask how you've been feeling in the past 30 days. For each question, please select the answer that best describes how often you had this feeling. That everything was an effort. Fucking some of the time. Restless or fidgety? Restless all the fucking time. I have trouble sleeping. Like real trouble sleeping. So yeah, no, restless definitely works. Nervous. I'm gonna go with some of the time here because I got very, very nervous during the 3-day weekend thing that Paradox was doing recently. It was the first time I'd ever been invited to do anything sponsorship related, and I was very, very nervous about that. Worthless? A little bit. I mean, I'm only a small channel, so feeling worthless is kind of I don't know if I'm going to say a regular occurrence, because I'm choosing a little bit at the time. But yeah, I'm going to go with a little at the time. Hopeless. I'm going to go with a little at the time as well, because I do get somewhat worried that like this YouTube thing is not going to work out, and that feels a little bit hopeless. So yeah, so depressed that nothing could cheer you up. No. I mean, I have struggled with depression in the past, but not in the past 30 days, so yeah, it's fine. The last 6 questions asked about your feelings that might have occurred during the past 30 days. Taking them together, did these feelings occur more often in the past 30 days than is usual for you? About the same as usual, or less often than usual? If you've never had these feelings, choose option 4. I'm going to go a little more than usual, because nervous, that jumped up. I'm going to go actually change this to most of the time. Yeah, I'm going to go with a little more than usual, purely because of the nervousness from the Paradox sponsorship. Other than that, I think that's fine. The next few questions about how these feelings may have affected you in the past 30 days. You need not answer these questions if you answered none at the time to all the 6 questions about your feelings. During the past 30 days, how many days out of 30 were you totally unable to work or carry out your normal activity because of these feelings? 0. Well, I mean, yeah. Even when I have not slept, it's funny, right? And this is obviously personal information. Here you go. When I can't sleep, I take a couple of nights ago, for example. I went to bed at 2:30. This was Sunday night, right after I finished streaming the community multiplayer. So, community multiplayer finished at 2. I went to sleep after, getting all shit ready, 2:30. At about 4:30, I gave up because I was totally awake. Could not sleep at all. Totally nothing happening. On Monday, I was sick. My son's been sick for a while, and he passed it on to me. And I ended up that I didn't sleep, obviously, during the day. And then at the night, Monday night, I recorded instead of going to sleep because I was totally awake, even though I hadn't slept at all the previous day. So it's very strange that my insomnia doesn't affect the next night. It's weird. Anyway, that's some personal information for you. Not counting the days you reported in response to question 3, how many days in the past 30 were you able to do only half or less than you'd normally be able to do because of these feelings? 0. During the past 30 days, how many times did you see a doctor? Oh god, this is embarrassing. Wait, about these feelings? 0. There we go. Because the restlessness and sickness, I went to see a doctor about, but that's not these feelings. Therefore, it doesn't need to be here. Yeah. During the past 30 days, how often has physical health... a main cause of these feelings? None of the time. Alright, well, we nailed that section. Instructions. The following statements describe people's experience when using online social network sites such as Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, and the like. Please read all the statements below and choose the response that best describes your experience using online social networking sites in the past 12 months. Yeah, sure. I've spent far too much time thinking about using social network sites. I actually strongly agree with this, because you shouldn't spend any time at all thinking about it, but I have. Even if I spent 1 minute thinking about it, then I would strongly agree. But that's obviously not what they're asking, so I'm gonna go with disagree. I've increased my social networking sites usage to feel satisfied. Strongly disagree. I have experienced unpleasant feelings when unable to use social networking sites. Strongly disagree. I've used social networking sites to help me feel better when I was low. Strongly disagree. That's a terrible thing to do. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. I've tried to stop using social networking sites several times, but was not able. Nope. I've experienced many problems in my life because of my social networking sites usage. Ooh, well, I'm not gonna say many problems. But I have. I mean, I am very opinionated, and you can kind of see where that's gonna go. I'm gonna go with the middle option because, yeah, I've got into arguments with like family members and shit over shit that I shouldn't have. So yeah, I mean that would be a problem. It's not a many problem, but it's a mini problem. So we're gonna go with the neither disagree or agree. Next, please answer the following questions about yourself by indicating the extent of your agreement using the following scale. I often interrupt another person's work. No, I don't think so. I have difficulty staying on task. No. I have difficulty paying attention. I'm gonna go with neutral on that one. Yeah, paying attention. This stuff is. I'm not the most focused person. We'll go with neutral on that one. Next, listed below are a few statements about your relationships with others. How much is each statement true or false? I sometimes feel resentful when I don't get my way. No, not really. I sometimes try to get even rather than forgive and forget. I'm trying to think of an example. I can't think of anything. No, mostly false. There have been occasions when I took advantage of someone. Like ever? Ever? It says it's a relationship with others, so I would assume it's a bit more personal than random person. I'm gonna go with mostly false on that one as well. No matter who I'm talking to, I'm always a good listener. I don't know. No. Maybe. I'm gonna go with don't know. I'm always courteous even to people who are disagreeable. If you're disagreeable, fuck you. That's definitely false. Yeah, I'm not very good at that. Yeah, no. Alright, moving on. Please indicate how often you feel the way described in each of the following statements using the following scale. I feel isolated from others. Well, now here's the thing. I live in Finland. I live in a Swedish-speaking region of Finland. Och jag kan prata lite svenska, men jag är inte så bra på att tala svenska. Yeah, that basically means I can speak a little bit Swedish, but not very much. So going to the shops and maybe I need to ask about something, like where is the X product, right? It is a little bit isolating that nobody speaks my primary language initially, but then everyone speaks English though, mostly. So it is a little isolating that I can't talk in their primary language, but because everyone speaks English, it's not as much of a problem. I do feel a little bit isolated because of the language barrier though, so I'm gonna go with sometimes on that one. I feel left out. Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna go with yes on that one. There's a few things that I have felt a bit left out on. Just as an example, this is when Imperator was getting released, right before the release date. Do you remember there was that? I can't remember what the title of the series thing was called. Paradox invited a bunch of YouTubers and streamers to do some YouTubing and streaming. And I know I'm not the hugest channel in the world, but I did feel still a little bit left out for being left out of that. I would say that for Imperator, before the game came out, I would say I probably had, after Paradox's own YouTube channels, I would say I probably had more Imperator content on my channel than anybody else on the platform. I'd say even today, probably have, I'm in the top percentiles So I did feel a little bit left out to not be invited to that, but I understand why I wasn't invited, because I'm small and obviously I can't expect to be invited to things like this when I'm this smudgy. So yeah, I did feel a bit left out. I knew I shouldn't have felt left out, but I did. So I think sometimes is right here. I lack companionship. No, I'm married, so no, I have companionship. Next, you've completed most of the survey, and now you can choose between finishing it and receiving feedback for the questions you responded to, or alternatively, you can continue a bit further and respond to a few more questions to find out the psychological reasons about why you play video games. Oh shit, should we do it? We've been going for what, 25 minutes? How long have I got left on this soundtrack? Ton of time. Let's fucking do it. Second part of the survey will take an additional 25 minutes. Fuck it. Let's go. Please note, we will also ask questions about your online behavior in the areas of gambling, shopping, and porn consumption. Oh, lovely. Alright, do I gamble? No. Do I watch pornography? Sometimes. Do you shop online? Yes. Oh, shit. For each of the following statements and or questions, please select the point of the scale you feel is most appropriate in describing you. I consider myself between not happy and happy. This is difficult. This is making me question myself. I don't know. I don't really think about this kind of thing. I think let's just chuck it in the middle of the road, because I'm not like jolly happy yay, and I'm also not fucking goth level depressed. I'm gonna go middle of the road. Compared to most of my peers, I consider myself my peers, I would consider people like people in the same field as me, really. So smaller YouTubers, I guess, would be my peers, right? I don't know. Compared to, I'm just trying to think of my peers. Who would they be? Mordaith, Enigmatic Rose, Cancristo, Adaway, Ultra Hill, those kind of people. I feel like they're happier than me. I'm gonna go with less happy. Some people are generally very happy. They enjoy life regardless of what is going on, getting the most out of everything. To what extent does this characterization describe you? No, not really. Not really at all. Enjoy life regardless of what's going on? Nah, I can't be like that. Some people are generally not happy, although they're not depressed. They never seem as happy as they might be. Yeah, no, that would agree. I would agree with that. Like I say, I've struggled with depression in the past. But taking that aside, as it seems to want me to do, never as happy as they might be. Yeah, no, I would agree with that. Five seems about right. Next. Please rate the following statements according to your own situation and experiences. How often in your life have you had a headache? Fucking really? You're thinking that there are people alive that have only had 1 to 4 times? Is that a thing? Is that really a thing? People have only had 1 to 4 headaches in their life? You shitting me? I have 1 to 4 headaches a week? This is fucking retarded, of course. Really? There are people that have had that few headaches, and above 10 is so abnormal that it needs greater than or equal to 10? What is this? Fucking put 100 here and it'd still be too little for a lifetime. Fuck me. I mean, I get it. Right. So, hey, here's some Lambert lore for you. When I was 7, I had an accident on a bouncy castle. And basically, I tried to do a trick, because everyone was doing tricks. We were like 7 years old, 8 years old, something like that. I tried to do a trick where I jumped off the side wall of the bouncy castle and did a flip and landed on my back. It was going to be cool. It was going to be like the coolest person at, I think it was in like Scouts or something. Anyway, I landed on my head and basically, chin to my chest and like landed that way, and wasn't good. Anyway, I end up getting whiplash as a 7-year-old, and further problems include migraines for the rest of my life, it seems. And so, yeah, I get migraines quite frequently. Generally around about once a month or so. I get like flash migraines. So, yeah, I get headaches quite a bit. Looking back at the last question, how often would you describe those headache moments as a headache attack? Well, as I said, I get flash migraines, which are incredibly painful headaches, I guess, that come on very, very suddenly. Like, I can go from no pain whatsoever to I can't see, this is so painful, in 30 seconds, right? So, yeah. If I get them like once a month, it's only a year's worth of fucking headaches out of 27. How many days a month do you have headaches? Alright, this is very strange. So, they think that how often in your life have you had a headache can be categorized in 1 to 4, 5 to 9, and 10 plus. But how many headaches you have in a month, which is much less than a life unless you are 1 month old, you can have 1 to 15 or 15 plus. What? I'm gonna go with 1 to 15 because it's not every day, it's not even once every 2 days, but yeah, no, that seems about right. How long will your headache last when you do not take any medication? Fuck, gonna go with 4 hours to 3 days because they can last longer than 4 hours, but generally I can get rid of them if I go to sleep. What word do you use to describe your headache? The reason I'm thinking about this one is because I get 2 of these. I don't get. No, I get 3 of these. Fuck. So I do get pulsating. I can feel my heartbeat in my head. I do feel pressure, and I also feel like I'm being stabbed in the temple. I'd like to click them all, please, because I feel them all. What would be the most... I'm going to go with pulsating, because that is every headache is pulsating. Not every headache is stabbing, though every headache is also pressure. Oh, no, it's not. Pulsating. Yeah. Is your headache one-sided or two-sided in nature? I assume this means like on the left side or the right side. My headaches are strange, right? I would be worried about them way more if it was always in the same spot. I would be worried about fucking tumors and shit. But my headaches they can be random, right? I can get them above my left eye this time, and next time it's behind my right ear kind of thing. Like, it's the same headache, it's the same feeling, it's the same flash migraine, but it's never in the same place. Well, it isn't same place. I only have so big a head, after all. But it doesn't necessarily have to be in the same place every time. I'm going to go with one-sided. Describe the severity of your headache. I would say very severe. My flash migraines are agony, so yeah. Daily, alright, so indicate the following statements if these are applicable to you when you have a headache. Daily activities such as climbing stairs or walking make a headache worse. Yes. I avoid daily activities when I have a headache. Yes. Describe what you experience during your headache. I do... Oh yes, I have to hold the control button. Yes. Generally not nauseous. Light and sound, yes. Trying to think what are the other effects. Pain. Lots of pain. Is it lots with an apostrophe or not? I'm just going to take it out just in case. Lots of pain. There we go. Alright, please rate the statements below according to how you use the following online applications. How often do you choose to spend more time shopping online over going out with others? Shopping online? It takes me fucking 5 minutes. Never. Although, going out with others, it's not something I really do because no one speaks fucking English. Or no, they do speak English, but I don't speak Swedish. Yeah, there we go. How often do you find you spend more time shopping online than you intended? Rarely. Sometimes, when I go to shop online, usually for Warhammer bits, to be honest, I see something new. And I click that link and have a look at that. And that's more time than I intended. So yeah, rarely. How often do you neglect household chores to spend more time online shopping? Never. I do neglect household chores sometimes. Sorry, baby. But it's not for online shopping. How often do you feel preoccupied with online shopping when offline, or fantasize about online shopping? Yeah, no, that's not me. How well do the adjectives describe your personality? Unimaginative. I would say inaccurate. I think I'm quite imaginative. Jokes around. Neither. Aggressive. I swear a lot. Is that aggressive? To some people that's aggressive. Do I mean it in an aggressive way? Sometimes. I'm gonna go with neither on that one. Unsympathetic. Yeah, I can be quite unsympathetic for certain things. In certain cases, I am very sympathetic to certain things, but I mean, if you're an anti-vaxxer, for example, I am unsympathetic to you getting the measles. On the other hand, if your child gets measles because you're an anti-vaxxer, I am very sympathetic to that child, and I feel sorry for that child that had to be born to such a retard like you, for example. Purely hypothetical, of course. So yeah, I'm going to go with slightly accurate. Relaxed. Oh. Caring. I do like to think I am caring. I'm going to go with accurate on that one. Sensitive to rejection. Oh yes, I am quite sensitive to rejection. It's not a good feeling. A worrier. No, I don't think I worry so much. My wife is a big worrier. If she was taking this, she'd be up here. But I don't tend to worry about things so much, so I'm going to go with no. Dynamic. Dynamic. I'm going to look. Dynamic to me means something completely different to what I assume it means for them. So, dynamic personality. Someone with a dynamic personality is probably funny, loud, excitable, quiet. Mousy person isn't dynamic. Okay, fair enough. No. No, I'm not. Humorous. I want to think so. But am I? I don't know. I'm going to go neither, because I don't... slightly accurate. I'd like to think I'm a little bit funny. Often sad. No, I don't think so. Purposeful... maybe a little bit. Funny. What's the fucking difference? It's a synonym. Curious. Yeah. Socially insecure. I'm gonna go with neither because sometimes online, I am way more confident than I am in person, which I assume quite a lot of people are that way. The anonymity, or not even the anonymity, but the delayed reaction that the internet affords you, the time to think about what you're going to say, makes you a lot more secure socially than I think you are in person. I can take that extra 10 seconds to think of a response to something. In real life, you can't do that. So that's socially awkward if you take that 10 seconds. I'm going to go with neither. Not playful. Nah, I'm quite playful. Not argumentative. Yeah, I'm quite argumentative, sorry. Temperamental. No, I'm gonna go with inaccurate on that one. I'm not very temperamental. I've generally got a fairly smooth temperament. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. Anxious. I'm gonna go with slightly inaccurate. Sometimes I do feel anxious. Nervous, again, talked about it already, but that seems about there. Warm. Well, I'm warm towards my kid, but not Not really anyone else other than my wife, of course. We're gonna go with neither on that one. Hot-headed is slightly accurate, I can be. Nurturing, yeah, I'm also that to my kid and wife, of course. Socially confident, well, I'm gonna go with the same that I put socially insecure in, for the aforementioned reasons. Alright, next one. For each question, please select the number that best describes your answer. Please rate the current severity of your insomnia problems. Fucking hell. I have slept. Trying to calculate it now. I've probably slept in the past 7 days. Fucking bring up a calculator, right? Don't mind this. I don't remember what it's for. So 7 days times 8. You're supposed to get 56 hours sleep. I probably only had 16 hours sleep in the past 7 days. So I would say that's quite severe. Difficulty falling asleep. I'm just going to go with very severe on that one. Problem waking up too early. Well, yes. It's called an alarm clock, and I hate it. Moderate. How satisfied, dissatisfied with your current sleep? I don't like my sleep pattern. It sucks. How noticeable to others do you think your sleep problem is in terms of impairing the quality of your life? Very much noticeable to my wife and other people that know me in real life. Yes, definitely. How worried, distressed are you about your current sleep problem? Not very much. It's fucking par for the course at this point. To what extent do you consider your sleep problem to interfere with your daily functioning? Currently. Much. It is affecting. It is affecting, and it sucks. Like, for example, it's 2 a.m. right now. I feel fully awake. Even though I got 3 hours sleep last night. So yeah, it's definitely interfering. It's not a good thing. Definitely not a good thing. Next. Please rate the following statements according to your situation and experiences with your family. My family functions well for all members. How far extended are we talking about, right? Because my family right now is me, my wife, and my son. My extended family is my parents and my sister and her kids. And of course, my wife's extended family would be her sister and her sister's kids. If it's like my immediate family, I'd say it functions fairly well. If it's my extended family, I think so. I speak to my mum fairly regularly, but it's not something we don't really talk about. How is your life functioning? That's not something. I'm gonna go with agree. I don't really know what they're asking, but we should have that. Family's day-to-day interactions are peaceful. Yeah, sure. I am proud of my family. Yes, I am. I'm very proud of my son. My family is harmonious. How harmonious can you be when you're looking for a house to move into? That shit's stressful. But yeah, we're on the same page, so I assume that's what harmonious means. Family members accommodate each other. My wife is incredibly accommodating. She is the best part about my life. If you didn't know, she makes all of the thumbnails that are on my channel. She won't make this one though, because this is like a one-off and it's not going to look good. So my wife didn't make this one. But yeah, I would say we are accommodating. Yeah, it's fine. My son doesn't accommodate us. If my son was to accommodate us, he'd wake up at fucking 10 o'clock and not 8 o'clock. Anyway, next. Yes. Most of what I do seems trivial and unimportant to me. I disagree with that. I value my activities a lot. I don't value them very highly, but I don't think they're trivial either. There is not enough purpose in my life. I strongly disagree with that. I have a son. Of course I have purpose. To me, the things I do are all worthwhile. Not all of them. I don't care very much about the things I do. Disagree with that. I have lots of reasons for living. I mean, how many is lots? Because I can think of 2, and they're both sleeping about 10 meters from me right now. I'm gonna go neutral on that one. Please rate the following statements according to your own situation and experiences. My feelings of distress are so intense they completely take over. Why? The last page had strongly disagree on this side. I'll do anything to stop feeling depressed or upset. I mean, right now I'm not distressed or upset. Would I do anything when I am? No, I don't think so. I can't handle feeling distressed or upset. Nope. Being distressed or upset is always a major ordeal for me. Nah, that's not me. Please answer the following questions about yourself by indicating the extent of your agreement using the following scale. I tend to take a long time to get over setbacks in my life. I see, disagrees on this side now and strongly agrees on... Fucking stay consistent, you bastards. I disagree on that one. I get over shit pretty quickly. I usually come through difficult times with little trouble. I also disagree with that. I don't think it's little trouble, but I also do get over it. I tend to bounce back quickly after hard times. Yeah, I would agree with that. I have a hard time making it through stressful events. I'm going to stay neutral on that one because it depends on the event. What is the event that is stressful? It's hard for me to snap back when something bad happens. Again, it's the same thing. It does not take me long to recover from a stressful event. I'm gonna go with agree because I think hard times and stressful events is pretty much the same thing. How well the following statements describe your personality? Assertiveness, disagree. Generally trusting, disagree. Shy and inhibited, agree a little bit. Depressed and blue, occasionally. Inventive, I mean, a little bit. Cold and aloof, neither agree nor disagree. I can be tense, same. Tend to be quiet, I agree. Is easily distracted. I actually agree with that one, yes. I think we've had that already. Original, come up with new ideas. Not really. My wife is the inventive one. Disagree a little bit. Outgoing and sociable. Not really. Tends to be disorganized. It depends, right? Because if you look at my... Can I find it? Here you go. Here's a good example. This is my raw YouTube files folder. And it's quite well organized. This one here is what I'm recording right now. If you look at my E folder, organized. D folder, organized. I'm very organized on my computer, but in real life, like, not as much. So I'm gonna go with agree a little bit. Is sophisticated in art, music, or literature? No, not really. Forgiving nature? Not really. Helpful and unselfish with others? I think I am unselfish. Makes plans and follows through with them? Agree or disagree? Nah, not really. I don't know. Sometimes rude to others. I agree strongly. I am sometimes rude to others. Sometimes people deserve being rude to. Full of energy? No, I have insomnia. Does a thorough job. On what? Depends on the job. Considerate and kind to almost everyone. No, I'm not. Definitely not. Tends to be lazy. Yeah, I can be. Remains calm in tense situations. Yes, I actually strongly agree with that one. I do remain calm. It's, you know, that fight or flight response thing. I'm of the, all right, calm, need to do this shit, do this kind of thing. Starts quarrels with others. I don't think I start them. Reserved. Neither agree nor disagree. I think me doing this video is unreserved. Perseveres until the task is finished. Maybe. Has few artistic interests. I think my Warhammer models, that's an artistic interest. Wait, there you go. Values artistic aesthetic experiences. I agree. Can be somewhat careless. I agree, I can be at times. Likes to reflect and play with ideas. I agree a lot with that. Relax and handle stress well. Yeah, I think so. Tends to find fault with others. Not particularly. Active imagination. I think we've already answered that question before. Is ingenious. Come on. No. Deep thinker. Disagree a little bit. Worries a lot. Nope. Curious about many different things. Yes, I do like me some science and history stuff, so I would say that counts. Does things efficiently? Not really. Emotionally stable and not easily upset. I agree with that. I don't think I'm unstable. Can be moody. Occasionally. Generates a lot of enthusiasm. You tell me, viewers, dear viewers, are you enthusiastic about my content? I don't know. I think I do. I mean, I generated enthusiasm for Imperator Rome when I was doing the videos for that. I guess that counts. Is talkative. You kind of have to be when you're recording. But I'm not talkative in person. So, where do I fall? I fall in the neither agree nor disagree. Nervous easily. I don't think I do. It's just, it was a especially special circumstance that caused me to get nervous about the paradox thing. Likes to cooperate with others. I do. Yes, I love me some multiplayer games. That's great. Prefers work that is routine. Disagree a little bit. Reliable worker. I'm going to say no to this one because my headaches make me very unreliable. Not very unreliable, but there's been times that I've been totally fine and then all out of the blue I get a migraine and I'm unable to work. So I'd say that's unreliable, right? And it happens more often than I guess people generally get sick. So yeah, that makes sense to me that we go with disagree a little. Please rate the following statements below according to how you use the following online applications. How often do you neglect household chores to spend more time playing online games? Rarely. That's not why I neglect household chores, it's merely forgetfulness. How often do you feel preoccupied with playing online games when offline? Rarely. How often do you choose to spend more time playing online games over going out with others? I mean, if this was an option, then I would say very often, but it's not, so I'm just going to go middle of the road. How often do you find that you spend more time playing games than you intended? No, I play just as much as I intend to, which is as much as I want to. Next. God, this takes a while. We're at 87% though, right? So, I can easily assess what others on the internet want to achieve with their behavior. Fuck knows. I don't read into people. Screw that. Quickly familiarize myself with new sites on the internet or applications I've not used before. I strongly agree with that. I'm a millennial. I can get used to shit pretty quickly, I think. I can more easily express myself on a topic on the internet than offline. Fuck yeah, I've already spoken about that. Easier for me to be creative online than offline? Yes. It's easy for me to limit my internet use. Why would I limit my internet use? When it has, I mean, neutral, because I know it doesn't have an effect on my private life, I don't think. I can deal with errors in computer software and apps and fix them myself. No, I tried coding. I was sucked at it. I know it's very, well, I'm going to go with disagree. Not strongly disagree, because there's certain things I've fixed. I've modded EU4 before, for example. I notice very quickly when my counterpart on the internet is pretending. I'm going to go with neutral on that one. I don't know. Friends and acquaintances ask me for advice when they have problems with internet applications. I'm gonna say yes. When I'm online, I make sure that my internet use does not negatively affect my private life. I agree with that. I make sure to use the internet to an extent that is appropriate for me. I strongly agree. Yes. And the extent that is appropriate for me is as much as the fuck I want. I inform myself regularly about developments regarding the internet. No. Wait, no, that's no, I disagree with that actually. I agree with that actually, because I informed myself about the can't remember the fucking article now. That shit that the EU was passing. I informed myself about that and now I've fucking forgotten the name of it. And then the other one, the American one, the same thing, the fuck internet thing. I informed myself about that. I've got a terrible memory for like acronyms, so I've forgotten both of the names. I can tell the difference between credible and untrustworthy content on the internet. I strongly agree. No, I can't actually. I'm going to go with just agree. Strongly agree is very strong, right? It's the maximum. And I have been fooled by things before, so I'm going to go with just agree. Easily access the credibility of information on websites even when I'm not familiar with the topic. Well, no, I wouldn't be able to assess it if I'm not familiar with the topic, so no. I go offline when I feel I've done or found everything on the internet that is relevant at the time. Nope. I have read it, and that shit's endless. Casually exchanging views with people on the internet is easier than offline. Well, fuck yeah, of course it is. There's more people on the internet. It's easier to maintain social contacts on the internet than offline. Yeah, actually, kind of is. Much of the social contact I have with my extended family is now done over the internet, so yeah. Easier for me to make casual contact with another person online and offline. Yeah, generally. When I'm on the internet, I make sure to not be online longer than planned. Nope. I use the internet because it facilitates avoiding annoying duties. Disagree. To feel good. Agree. Avoid loneliness. A little bit of agreement. Gain positive emotions. Sure, why not? Distract from problems. Not really. Escape from reality. Not really. Experience pleasure. Fuck me. Have fun. Agree. Alright, next. How often do you neglect household chores to spend more time on social networks? I'm going to go with rarely. How often do you spend more time using social network sites, going out with others? Never. Preoccupied? Never. I intend to use 0. No, I'm going to go with rarely on that one. Right, next. Oh yay, porn. How often do you spend more time viewing online porn than you intended? Never. Yeah, that's fine. How often do you choose to spend more time over going out with others? No. How often do you neglect household chores? No. Do you feel preoccupied with viewing... What? No. It's like these questions were copy-pasted from another one. Oh, we're done. Okay, well, let's have a look at our results. Here we go. Thank you very much for supporting the study on gaming disorder, personality, and gaming motivation. Appreciate your time, investment very much. As a thank you, providing you with feedback, your own personality profile, your gaming disorder scores, and also your scores with respect to many different forms of gaming motivation. Feedback should only be understood as tendencies towards described behaviors and not as final diagnoses. In the following, we also provide you with more background information and addresses where a person can seek for help with respect to gaming disorder. Please note that in contrast to presented raw scores in the gaming disorder graph, we both display the gaming motivation and personality scores, the reach percentage of the maximum values. For example, the graph shows the number of 70 for openness. This means that you've reached 7% of the maximum possible openness score. Okay, so here we go. My result, right here, 6 out of 20. I am 6 out of 20 gaming disordered. Holy shit, look. There's a little uptick right at the end there. You see that? Very interesting. Well, I'm here. Shit, there's a lot of people that have done this result thing. Very, very interesting. Okay, fair enough. I hover over at different points. Most people are around here. Alright, fair enough. So, gaming disorder has been included in the recent draft of blah blah blah. Represents the International Classification of Diseases. To help you with interpretation of your scores, you present your own score compared to the scores of persons who participated so far. Defined as a person who's blah 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 blah. Okay, whatever. Gaming disorder needs to be diagnosed by experts. Blah blah blah. Yeah, sure. All right, so here we go. Higher scores on each of the following dimensions, the more it's true. Okay, so recreation motivation, yeah. Social motivation, escape motivation, doesn't really escape for me. Competition, okay. Coping mechanism, that's a bit higher than I was expecting. Skill development, fantasy, yeah, it's a recreation thing. You're mostly a social gamer. You like the pleasure of getting to know people. I'm pretty sure I said no to that one. Being with others and playing together with other fellow gamers. Okay. Escape. You're the type of gamer that enjoys being immersed. Okay. So escapism, right, is immersion. You're the type of gamer that enjoys being immersed. Alright, I got a 6 out of 20. You enjoy this aspect because it makes you forget what is going around you in real life. You're the type of gamer that... Or maybe it's just... It's describing what competition motivation is. Yeah, it's not giving me my score. But recreation is 13 out of 15. Simply enjoys how gaming can be a powerful tool for killing boredom. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Personality. Here we go. Oh, wow. Average results. I'm under the average on everything here. I'm under the average with everything apart from emotional stability. I am more emotionally stable than most people. Higher the scores on each of the following dimensions, the more true it is. Explanation of each represented scale. Okay, so I'm less agreeable than average. I am less open than average. I am less extroverted than average. I'm less conscientious than average, but I'm more emotionally stable than most people. Fair enough, I guess. Are you also interested in our study about smartphone addiction? No, I'm not addicted to smartphones because smartphones fucking suck. But yeah, well, we've been going for an hour now. Longest video in a while, I guess. So, yeah, I'll put a link to this survey in the description, and maybe you can take it as well. And, well, these are my results, and yeah, I hope you find your results more interesting than I find mine, because I don't really find this interesting. I just did it for a laugh. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching. If you got to the end, I'd very much like to hear if you did, because this is a long video and it's not really my usual content at all. So maybe, I don't know, put the word, I don't know, what can we put as like a keyword? Put the word conscientious somewhere in your comment to tell me that you reached the end of the video. That seems like a good idea. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this little dive down Lambert Lane, and I will see you next time for something hopefully a bit different. See you later.